Hi everyone, it's me Darlene. I am here with some selvages. We are going to make a selvage circle. What can we do with that circle? I don't know. I'm sure there's all kinds of things, but I'm just going to show you how to make the circle tonight, and then you can think of what you might like to use it for. Or I will also probably come up with some ideas and I can do a video when I have an idea. These are 9.5-inch selvages from all the fabric that I cut, and I will be picking from there. But first we are going to draw a circle on our one-sided fusible. I sell this in my eBay store. It's like my best seller. I can't keep it in stock. I'm forever ordering more. So I'm just going to take this. I wish I had a little bit of a bigger circle, but at least the selvages cover, and that'll be good. And what do I want? I want a pen. Can I do it on my ironing board? Is it gonna work? I'm doing it on both sides because I want to be able to see. Shoot, I wish I would have left more on that side. You want a good 1/2 inch around, and I want to be able to see it on both sides, and I didn't feel like using a Sharpie, so I'm just going to kind of put it on this side too, and it will draw on the rough side. Okay, now we're going to cut, but leave about a 1/2 inch all the way around. This way you know you've covered your circle with the selvages, and it makes sewing easier because it gives us a nice stabilized edge to sew on, all that stuff like that. Now rough side up, that's the glue side. You can feel it up. Let me pick through my selvages real quick. I found some that I like. I like to always try to include something that has a fuzzy edge. I like some with writing, especially if they have, cool little things on the selvage like that. Little, flags, what do they call them? Buntings, banners, whatever. This one has fuzzy and writing. And then I like some that are selvages but are no white on it. This one has writing, this one has just white. These are dark, a little bit of white. Oh my goodness. Okay, so let's start building our circle. And I'm gonna do this wonky. I'm going to, instead of, just lining them up, I'm going to twist them. But that's really handy if you have some with a lot of fabric like this, because you can, easily, instead of like this, you can turn and you still have a lot of fabric there. But anyway, let's save this guy for sort of in the middle. Save the writing. Where's a dark one with no edge? All right, so I'm going to go like this. The selvage edge is pointing toward me. This is the selvage, this is the raw edge. And I'm just going to make sure that I'm over the line like that. And I can trim this after. I don't have to trim that now. And then let's do this guy. And I'm going to go wonky. This one kind of slants this way. So like I said, instead of just going straight up, I'm going to tilt it this way, and I think I want that word patchwork in there. Huh? Doesn't that sound like a good word for us? Ew, can I get it all? I think I can. Like that. Cool beans. And then, let's see, I need more. Ooh, look, it's like teardrops. I don't want blue on blue. Fuzzy pink. Oh yeah, and I'm going this way. No, I'm going this way. I couldn't remember which way. So I'm fanning this way right now. Let's do this guy. My mother's TV is on. And let's see. What else can I have here? I have that. I like to repeat sometimes. So let's repeat this guy. Ooh, and that's nice and wide. Okay, now we're going to start fanning in the other direction. Let's do that with this guy. So instead of continuing this way now, I'm going to start tilting this way. I just want to make sure I'm covering, the line and the raw edge. So I'm going to put it here, and then I'm going to put it like all the way like that. It's going to start making it turn. Oh, and then this guy, we can make that fan too. Like that. And I like him. Let's do one more in this direction. And then let's start to fan. I'm just being fussy as to, I want some of that black to show. Like that. Let's fan back out that way. I would have liked to have repeated something. Oh, but I like that. Okay, so let's make sure that's in there. I'm having a hard time deciding why. And then just that. All right. I don't have enough space there to really make something stick. So I'm going to shift these a little bit up a little bit. Let's see, like that, and then like that. Ooh, that all covers. Okay, pressing. I have to wait for my iron now. Hang on. It should be hot enough. Now I still have some of that fusible sticking out, so I'm just going to avoid that. I've gotten it on my iron. It doesn't like damage it or anything. It's just, you let it cool and you just scrape it off. I absolutely love Selvages so much now. I have a playlist, some other things that I did with Selvages. So you can go check that out. I will have the link down below. Make sure that's on there good. Okay, here's what I'm going to do first. I'm flipping this over. Is it all stuck? It is. I can at least get this dangly guy off, but I'll do the others after. I'm going to go to my machine, and I am going to start by sewing just a little bit inside that line. I'm going to be cutting on that line. So a little bit. I mean, like, you know, maybe 1/8 of an inch all the way around. That's going to stabilize my circle for when I go back and forth over the selvages. So let me go do that. I did that, and I'm going to trim now, but I'm not trimming on the line yet because I want room to be able to, you know, when I sew on top of my selvage, I want room to be able to go beyond the line so I can sew down and then come back this way, and then that stitching will all get cut off. So I'm just going to cut like where my paper ends. That's why I wanted it a good 1/2 inch, you know, beyond that line. It's just going to be easier to sew without all that stuff hanging on it. This I won't save yet. But it does go into the bucket that really never gets thrown away. Okay, so now I'm going back to the machine. It doesn't have to look round at this point. We're going to, you know, trim that after. I'm going to the machine, and I'm just going to start. I can start here. And all we want to do is sew on each selvage. So you can see where it sticks up. And you can do decorative stitching if you want. Oh, look at how it looks. It's wonky. Oh my God, I like it. It looks like an Easter egg. Oh, we could have done Easter eggs. I'll have to do that. Oh, how cool that would be. But doesn't that look like an egg, like with this one, it's got the little fancy? Okay, so I just gave you an idea. You could just make some Easter eggs like this and put them all over your refrigerator. Okay. We're going to just go down and sew here. You don't have to go right to the edge, especially if there's fuzzy. You want to come in a little bit because if you sew on the fuzzy, it's not going to hold. So like this, and then I just sew outside of this line that we just sewed. I can't talk. I'm going to come beyond the circle line that we just sewed, and then I'm going to just go down to this one, and then I just turn and I go that way, and then I go down to this one and turn and go that way. And I'm just going to do that for the entire thing. I did them all. I always test with my finger to make sure. This one lifts a little bit, but that's because it's the fuzzy one. Where's my other scissors? So now I'm going to cut on the line. Ouch. Look, it's a circle. I like it so much. I did do a practice one before, and that's what this one looks like. It also kind of looks Easter egg-ish. I never would have thought to make an Easter egg shape. Looking at it here, I don't think that, but when I see it there, I do. So you can make these any size you want. Now, obviously, the bigger ones, you know, when you're sewing around a circle, that was so easy. I was able to just follow on the inside of that line. You know, the smaller, the, you know, you have to stop a lot and make sure that you're, you know, keeping that circle shape. One thing you can do with these is applique. Maybe like even on a denim quilt, because denim is, you know, heavier, and you can just lay these down and you can zigzag all around. You know, the edges are raw, but they're, you know, stuck to fusible, so, you know, it works. You could also make them smaller and make coasters, or you could make little pads for your hot pots that you put on the table. Whatever. I just thought they were cool, and I like that they're wonky. See? All right, that's it for this one. I will come up with some ideas, and I will let you know when I do. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!